Morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to MBS Connect, a daily walk through Proverbs. Today is day 30, and our topic is a pattern of good works. And our lead verse comes from Titus chapter 2, verse 7. It reads, "In all things showing yourself to be a pattern of good works. In doctrine, showing integrity, reverence, and incorruptibility." So, in all good things, showing yourself to be a pattern of good works. So, we're going to be talking about character here. Our daily walk passage starts off with, "It has been said that character is what you do when no one is watching." How true. When we do things that we know aren't right, we try to hide them from our families and friends. But even then, God is watching. And that's important to note because sometimes we try to, or we think that we're getting away with things that we know aren't right just because no one saw us, no one heard us, and we think that it's okay. But I've always been told that all things will come to light, and that's all things, whether good or bad. And so I'll just challenge us that we try to have good patterns. Make sure that we just make it a habit to do things that are good and things that we will feel good about when someone either recognize an act that we've done maybe a week, a month ago, that we thought nothing of because it was just natural to us. And yet and yet when they recognize us, how good that makes us feel. Just think about on the flip side, when we do something that's bad, and maybe a week, a day, or sometime down the road, when we are found out, and is brought to our attention how bad we feel, thinking that, man, I knew I shouldn't have done that, and yet you still did. So I'll just challenge you just to make sure that you, in all things, pattern yourself with good works. If you sincerely wish to walk with God, you must seek to the best of your ability to follow His commandments. When you do, your character will take care of itself, and you won't need to look over your shoulder to see who besides God is watching you. Also, something that my father used to also tell me is, just in the lines of character, is show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. At the time when I was growing up, I didn't really make the connection, but the more that I matured and the more that I got older, and I kind of made that connection as far as who we surround ourselves with, those people who influence us, if they are doing things that are not good, or if they're doing things that are bad, 9 times out of 10, just because they are our friends or they are our associates and we're always around them, we're going to probably be doing the same things, or even if we're not doing the same things, if they are caught or if they are, brought to light and we are around them just by association, we could be in deep trouble as well. So I'll also caution you when you think about character and doing things that are in good patterns to make sure that you surround yourself with folks who are like-minded, who are also trying to do good things. So it'll rub off on you, and you don't have to worry about, if you are around them and something comes up, you don't have to worry about getting in trouble. Our quote comes from both Henry Blackberry and Claude King. It says, "Let God use times of waiting to mold and shape your character. Let God use those times to purify your life and make you into a clean vessel for His service." So, in that time of waiting, in that time where you're trying to be a pattern of good works, let God mold you and shape you into the character person that we should all strive to be, which is should be good, which should bless others versus then cursing others, and not having to worry about looking over our shoulder because we're doing things that we know aren't right. And just because no one around, just know that God sees everything, and everything does come to light. And our daily walk through Proverbs word for the wise comes from Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9. And it reads, "The one who lives with integrity lives securely, but whoever perverts his ways will be found out." So if you're perverting your ways, if you're doing things that are bad, and just because no one knows what you're doing, no one knows that you took something that didn't belong to you, um, or that you did something that wasn't right, it will come to light. So why not live with integrity so you can live securely, so you don't have to worry about looking over your back or worrying about being found out. I would rather be in a place where if I'm doing good things and then down the road someone recognized me for that because it was something that was good versus persecuting, or judging me for something that I did that was wrong. So with that, guys, in all things, showing yourself to be a pattern of good works. That's our character. That's that integrity. So we can live securely versus having those perverted things that we do that will be found out eventually because God sees everything. So with that, be blessed. Have a great day. And until I see you tomorrow, peace.